Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I am styling my hair using the Dyson Airwrap. I got this about a month ago and I have been testing it out for you guys and for myself, and I'm in love with it. We are gonna unbox it and then I'm gonna show you how I've been getting this kind of like natural blowout look, kind of like loose curls. And then we can also talk about kind of the pros and cons of it. I do have very fine hair, so this is especially good for you if you also have fine, thin hair, because I've found that a lot of people who do have fine hair, the curls don't stay. They do in my case, but they're not super coiled by the end of the day. We'll talk about that. For now, we're just gonna jump into it. Okay, so starting out, you guys can see my hair is wet. I have showered it and then I've let it kind of air dry just a little bit, just to get it a little bit drier. And we're gonna blow dry it and go through the whole thing. So inside the Dyson, it comes in this like beautiful leather case. There is the actual wand, which is what you stick all the attachments onto. And then there's like a bajillion attachments. I was so confused by this at first. There's small coils. I think these are 1 inch. Could be wrong. There's small coils. And then there's thicker ones. These could be 1.5, I'd say. And then there's the hair dryer component, what you blow dry your hair out with. There's like a general comb. I use this at the very end. There's a round comb. Sorry, there's also like my hair on it, which I know is gross. And then there's also this comb thingy. I honestly have no idea what the difference between these combs are. We don't know, and I have not read the manual on that. I have watched a number of tutorials, so I have some tips and tricks as well as my own experience. But I'm first, as far as products, I washed my hair. I put in a thickening agent from Bumble & Bumble. It was like a cream. I left in some like leave-in conditioner, just to try to make it not frizzy. And I'm gonna start by just using this attachment. I'm gonna flip my hair over. If we can get this, I'm gonna flip my hair over and just blow dry all the roots out to get some lift in. And I would do this normally if I was just using a hair dryer. So we're gonna start with this. Whew. Okay. Then I just take my own round brush and I like to like brush it out a bit, get out any knots, because we're gonna start the blowout part of this. Just curling it in a second. So you can see it's pretty much dry. Sometimes if I over dry it, I will re-wet it just a bit. I might have done that in this case. If I had like a spray bottle, that would be kind of ideal. Okay, so next I like to separate out the portions of my hair. So I start with the bottom first, because the roots are pretty good. Get a chunk of hair and a clip. I just clip it on top. I'm gonna start with this portion. Actually, I need a little bit more. I have like no hair. That's the other thing that's really great about the Dyson is it like combines curling your hair pretty much and blow drying it in one. So it saves me some time. It already doesn't take me a lot of time to do my hair because like I said, it's so thin, it dries so quickly. Okay, so from here, we're going to go in first. So I experimented with this a bunch of different ways. Now, if I just started with, if I just started with this attachment, it's not dry enough in the back and it looks oily or kind of like, it just didn't look like clean hair for whatever reason. So what I've learned to do instead is I take this attachment and I'm just going to dry just the backs of the hair, not even all the way down to the tips, so that the back is kind of dry and doesn't get that like weird, like curled but not dry. Okay, that takes 2 seconds, but it makes a big difference. Now I'm going to take the curler. So there's two, obviously they point in a certain direction. You want it to go away from your face. So the easiest hack for this is look at the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror, and if it's pointing this way, which it is for me, I don't know what it looks like for you, then you curl it on the left. If it's pointing the other way, you curl it on the right. So I'm gonna start by taking a portion of my hair, pretty much the same portion of hair you would take if you were using a curling iron, and you hold it at the end and you just turn it on and you let it attach, and then you just bring the wand in. It's super easy. I found this to be the easiest part. I thought it was gonna be like one of those awkward things that takes a while to get a hang of. It's super easy. Just hold out the hair, let it attach on its own, and then just go like that to your head. I also read that this thing, every like 1/100th of a second, is adjusting the temperature to not burn your hair. So it's also really great for protecting your hair from heat damage. Okay, I'm gonna start curling. So when you start the curl, you really just hold the hair out and let it catch and then bring it in close to the head. And once you've held it there for, I don't know, I guess I hold it for about 15 seconds. You might want to experiment with your hair type. From there, after the 15 seconds or so, I will then blast it with the cool air. And the way that you do that is you just press up on the power button. This was something I didn't know about at first. They have a different setting which changes the temperature. It's not on the power button, but it's easiest if you just press up and hold on the power button when you want to do that cool blast. And I'll hold it there for another 5 to 10 seconds just to make sure the curl kind of seals. And here is the curl. There she is. All beautiful. Now, I am gonna go ahead and just do this whole side of the head. I'm gonna leave that curl alone and let it kind of set. It's really key that you blast it with cold afterwards. So that helps set the curl a lot. A bunch of hairdressers on Instagram DM me that, so I know it's. Okay, that side's done. Taking this off, taking, this, and now we're just gonna lightly dry. It's pretty dry, I'm just gonna do one through. All right, so we finished the whole bottom. Now, next, I like to basically take another clip. I take down the top portion of my hair, but I like to clip this back so that I don't get any dry hair in the next layer. I'll take this down and grab just my front pieces, because I'm gonna do those on their own, basically like that amount. I'm looking at a really small mirror in front of me, so it's kind of hard to approximate that. Right back up. And now put this in the front. We have basically looking like George Washington at the moment, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Taking this off, putting this on. I'm gonna just get the backs of it. That's enough. And now, oops, that's a big one. We are going to do this side. I know some people like to use their hands to take the curl off. I don't really care to try to preserve it. I don't really notice that big of a difference doing that. It's also so easy to do other things, I don't know. I guess nothing productive, but you can scroll on your phone or whatever, because you're not doing anything. Kind of just weeding. It's kind of fun. Sometimes this happens. Okay, I went and finished the rest of it, finishing off with the top pieces. Unfortunately, my camera, for whatever reason, did not record that part, but it was the same. Nothing changed. Full George Washington is in the house, and this is what it looks like before I've combed it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna comb it out, and I just use this brush, and I basically just brush it out. Everywhere. Okay, so as you can see, it is now combed out, it's brushed out. So you could stop here. I mean, this is a really nice blown out look, right? This is a nice, I feel like I just went to the salon. It's big, it's a little bit wavy, and it looks gorgeous. I do personally like a little bit more curl. So what I like to do at this stage is go in with a curling iron and just kind of get some pieces to, I just curl some extra pieces, just to get it a little bit more wavy and curly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I will say this is extra part here. If I was going to an event, I would put it out into sections and do it up, you know what I mean? Curl my whole dang head. But because I'm going for more of an everyday look right now, I'm just gonna do mainly the back, because I want the back to look curly and I don't just want the front to have that wave. I am using the dry bar. I think it's the type of barrel that's like goes wide to smaller so that you get that beachy wave. I love the dry bar curler. It works really well on my fine hair. Honestly, nothing I do really does stay for like longer than 12 hours. At least it does stay for a day, and I'm fine with that. Like it'll stay through a full event. And then the next day I have just like a really nice, like almost like effortless bedhead look. And I'm not mad about that either. But like I've seen some people use the Dyson and their hair stays really, really curled for days. That's just not the case, I don't think, with fine hair. I know Whitney Simmons was talking about how she tried the Dyson and it like did not work on her hair at all because she has fine hair. So I think it just depends on what type of fine hair you have. So like the bottom pieces they always kind of uncurl first. So I like to do those again. Oops. And the dry bar really just gives it more of a tighter curl versus like a blown out look, and it holds a bit better. So that side's pretty much fine. Touch up this side a bit, and then we will put on our final touches to make it stay as much as possible. I also like using a curling iron on my roots because it does help give it that lift that I really want, like that volume that I don't have naturally. Like that. I like that a lot. The good thing is I actually don't need to blow it out more than twice a week. I basically wash my hair only twice a week. Obviously, you guys know this is like a fitness page, a fitness account. I do exercise 5 days a week. I don't wash it with shampoo every time. I just use dry shampoo in between, and that's like perfect. So I can just kind of restyle this every day. I basically just take this exact curler and I just kind of touch up the little places that need touching up, spray some dry shampoo, and it looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, so we have like the blown out look with a bit more definition from the dry bar. Now I'm just gonna flip my head over. I don't like using a lot of hairspray because it gets obviously like hard, but I've found if you just do a touch, it doesn't change the texture, but it holds it better. So I'm gonna do that. Just a touch. That's it. Ooh, yes. Volume loading. How? Okay, and then a finishing cream. I mean, any finishing cream will work. I have like 5 samples that I just go through. This is one that they don't even make anymore because I think it's like literally 10 years old. And I just kind of go in and finish off any of the pieces here. Oh, I feel like a hairdresser or something, you guys. Speaking of which, if you're a hairdresser watching this, tell me what I could have done better, please. I want to know what like secrets there are that I missed. Other than that, you guys, this is the finished look. It's bouncy, it's like really blown out and big. I really like the look. I really like the Dyson. I think it's well worth your money. If you're looking to buy a hair dryer and you're already gonna spend $250 on a hair dryer or like $100 on a hair dryer, just go for something that is gonna last and can do a really good job. The other thing is, I have a tip for you. Make sure you buy the Dyson from a verified place. Like I bought my Dyson from Ulta. I did this so that I could have the warranty on it. Okay, if you buy it from eBay or you buy a used one, don't do it because there's a warranty on the Dyson, and if it breaks, they will replace it for free, and you would want that because it's a $500 product, right? So just make sure you don't go cheap with this. Buy the real thing so that you can have the warranty and the protection if you need it. All right, you guys, let me know what you think about this hairstyle in the comments. Would love to hear, like it if you prefer my egghead hair or you like more of the volume, and also any tips you have on the Dyson. And I don't think I said this, but this video is not sponsored. This was something that I got as a gift, and I'm just sharing with you guys because you asked on Instagram about it, and it's fun. And again, I really want to know any tips you have, let me know. And if you liked this video, if you learned something new, whatever, you're inspired, please give it a like and subscribe. I typically make videos for petite women, so if you're here watching this video for your hair and you happen to be a petite woman, I make fitness, health, nutrition videos geared towards women 5'4" and shorter. That's us. So if you want to subscribe for more content that's in that niche, go for it. I would love if you joined our community. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.